to get these logs milled up, I'm going to have to get them to where they're not all right in line with each other. So I'm going to start with this middle log, and the first thing I'm going to do is roll it towards me. I've got that yellow strap that goes around the log, and it's hooked on the other side down close to the ground, so when I pull on it, it's going to roll it towards me. I've got this chain comes off the strap to a come along, and then we're wrapped around a tree. So I'm going to attempt to make this thing roll and then flop right on this knot, and then that will actually have, this is tallest in this dimension, so I want to cut my slabs out vertically, so once I flip it, it'll turn at 90 degrees, and I'll be able to take my slabs right out of where I want out of this log. The rails are on, everything's nice and level. Put the level on this end, then this end, and then sight down and get them nice and straight. This is the little assembly, so these cross pieces have this Dawg on here and these leveling screws. So Dawgs hold it in place, leveling screws get it nice and level. Then the only other thing you do is just sight down the rails and make sure that they are nice and straight, that it's not humped up in the middle or pulled down. I made that second cut because the log is a little bit tapered, and I was trying to compensate for that. What would end up happening is, if I just slabbed it up as is, I would have lost a lot of this really wide stuff down here. So I took another tapered cut using the rails, and that's over there. I might end up taking some passes off that and make some sort of wood to take advantage of all that figure right there. So now I'm good to go. Now I'm just going to take 3-inch slabs. And I'm just going to slab this one all the way. I think this is a nice log, so I'm going to go ahead and just go 3-inch slabs all the way. That'll give me some leeway. I can make other stuff out of those 3-inch slabs, like legs and other components of furniture, if I choose not to keep them in the full live edge slab. This particular log, a little higher up the tree, the outside of the log isn't so bad. It's a little bit soft where you see the sapwood, but it's not terrible. So let me get to it. This stuff is looking incredible. Look at this. It's not the best light out here for filming, but and all that green looking stuff, all that's going to turn brown. This stuff is great. And this sapwood on the side that's soft, you know, if I wanted to make a single slab table or join up two of these down the center towards butterfly and do all the bow ties on the different splits and checks that form, I can do all that. I can just take that sapwood right off and follow the grain of the heartwood, and it would look great. These next couple slabs are going to be incredible. This isn't even the biggest log. This is the neatest thing. And once I get up into this big crotch over here, yes, I'm going to really put that mill, you know, to what it's meant to be used for. Big wood. Alright ladies, let's take a look at what the day's work produced. So again, that was the middle log. I'm doing the middle log and the one I'm standing on first because of that black mark right there on that log. That's a piece of metal in there most likely. So I need to be careful to not blow my chain out hitting metal. So I'm going to mill the butt log last. And if I do end up hitting that chain, it happens. I'm going to try to avoid that, but hitting that piece of metal to get all this lumber is worth it. That chain on that saw is, I believe, it's about $140 or $150. But you know, this type of wood, it's a lot you can do with this wood. But total, I've got 5 slabs out of this log so far, and there's a couple more thinner ones I think I'm going to take out of this, and I'll probably rip that into some sort of dimensional lumber. Quite a bit of sawdust created. On the last pull start to cut this slab right here, I ripped the rope out of the saw, so I need to replace that tonight. I'm going to touch the chain up with my Gramberg sharpener. So this is what we got done. Tomorrow I'm going to finish up some more cuts and start loading some of these slabs out of here somehow.